I want to talk to you about like music and everything if I can, right?
Great. I'm just gonna film my own interview while you're doing
You
your
do that
interview.
too. Like even if I ask you a bunch of stupid questions, is that cool?
Oh, that's totally fine.
Well, I mean, you might think they're stupid, but I don't know. My oldest son, about a month ago, we were in Los Angeles. My sister lives there, and she had a piano there. He sits down, he starts playing with the piano, and he starts playing this a song. I'm like, what is that? And it was from a video game. And I don't know. I'm like, how did you learn to play that song? He goes, I just heard it. I'm like, oh my God. I go, you're talented, you're a genius, you're whatever, right? So I started bringing it up on the air on my radio show. I was like, my son can just play piano, but I know he doesn't want to sit down with some old lady with blue hair and learn how to play piano.
Right.
Is your background like that? Did you take piano lessons? Did you take guitar lessons? Did you learn all that?
I did, yeah. I was like 4 years old when I started playing piano, and my parents did, like they taught me at first, and then a couple years later they were like, you're gonna have a new teacher now because you're a little bit too comfortable with your parents as a teacher. So then I had lessons every week and I hated it every single week. And when I was 12, I was like, I'm done. I'm gonna start playing drums now. So I don't think I would be where I am today if I didn't take those lessons and if my parents didn't force me to do that, to be completely honest. Because it's just a lot of musical background and theory that you just can't really teach yourself. And then there is a point in time where you can run free and do your own thing and teach yourself. I never got taught to play drums. I just taught it myself. But at that point I already had years of experience playing piano and music theory, so I could just pick up another instrument and learn it. Like guitar, I never got guitar lessons. And I'm not a great guitar player by any means, but I'm good enough to record guitar for my songs.
Right.
With the help of chopping things and, duplicating and cutting. That's like the producer side.
Yes, it's unbelievable.
There's crazy apps and software nowadays that really enable you to do a lot without actually knowing what you're doing.
Look how cute this one is. I was like, hi Zedd. Hi Zedd. So you've got like the biggest song in the country right now, Stay, with Alessia Cara, right? And I was wondering, and this is where I was thinking about like stupid questions. So I was wondering, come here, Poochies, come here. I was wondering about like, when you write a song like that, do you just have the melody in your head? Like, do you write it down on a piece of paper? Do you go to a computer? Like when you pitch her on the song, do you say, come with me to the studio, and you press play and she listens to it? Do you have the words written down on a piece of paper? Do you text her the words? Like, I always want, like, how does that work nowadays?
It really depends on the song. It's always different. In the case of Stay, for example, I had a little demo of the song, which was like a minute and a half. Didn't have a drop yet, it didn't have a bridge or anything like that, but it was a draft, essentially. And I knew her voice would fit perfectly, so I had the words, I had the melody, and somewhat of a demo production, just good enough to show somebody. And she liked it, and at that point when we know that she's the singer, I always want the singers to rewrite the words to the way they would want to sing it or say it. Because you don't want to have a singer who says something that isn't real. Alessia is a true writer and artist, so it was important for me to know that she's comfortable with everything she says and sings. So she rewrote all the parts that she wasn't comfortable with.
And that goes true with all the songs, like with Haley,
The majority
with the Haleys.
With the Haleys, yeah. Sometimes lyrics are personal, and it's important for the singer to then step in and say, well, you know what, I don't. Like, for example, the rum and cola line, I love Jack and Coke, so that's my drink, so we try to do that instead of rum, but it just doesn't sing as nicely. Rum just rolls off the tongue nicely, and Jack was a little bit just sounded too harsh. So everybody can put in their own flavor, but in the end of the day, when Alessia sings it, I want her to feel comfortable with the words.
I bet you Coke was bummed, because I saw on National Sibling Day, you tagged your brother. What was it like growing up? Is that something does that go away? Do you and your brothers still, like here you are, this very successful entertainer. Do you and your brothers still, when you get together, do you beat the crap out of each other?
Well, we actually live together. My brother, because I'm from Germany, and that's where we lived our whole life. At least when I was 4, we moved there from Russia. And he moved in with me in LA like 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago. So if we fought, we would fight every day, so we just stopped doing that. We always have arguments. We always have different opinions.
Right.
But that's, I think, normal. But yeah, there's no fighting anymore. I think it goes away. We also were in a band together for like 9 years. So after a while, you kind of have to find a way to agree with each other.
That's good.
Yeah.
So I can tell my boys that's what's going to happen eventually.
It's going to happen eventually. At some point,
along.
you become friends instead of becoming enemies. I have a song that I did with Liam Payne that I've been working on for quite a while. And I have another song that I have almost finished that doesn't have a voice yet. Well, it does have a voice, but it's the same girl who originally sang Stay. She's not an artist, and I'm trying to convince her to be one because she's incredible, but she really doesn't want to be one, so she just wants to write and sing demos.
How random is that, right? I mean, here
it's not rare. Julia Michaels was the same. Julia Michaels, I really tried to get her to be an artist because she was on 2 or 3 songs of mine. We worked on so many songs together that I was like, "Are you ready to do Letterman?" And she's like, "Nope, I don't want to go to the restaurant and be bothered."
And now she is.
And now she is being bothered in the restaurant. So I get it. It's everybody's decision.
Yeah, but this person you're working with now,
she
does, you're pushing her.
absolutely not want to be an artist. She will.
Oh, she will?
She will, because she's so good. She has to. But one day. Maybe she's just not ready for it yet. But however, I need to find somebody who will sing her part.
Wow, I wonder who that next person's going to be.
I don't know.
Can you say the name of the song? So then when it comes out, we'll be like, oh my God.
I can't say it, otherwise I'm going to get in trouble.
Oh, all right. Hey, man, thanks for hanging with the dogs, man.
Anytime.
So
this is the cutest interview ever.
Right?
Yeah.
Good, so you remember us forever.
I definitely will.
Right? By the time this airs, hopefully all these dogs will have homes.
That'd be incredible.
Thanks, Zedd. That's really cool,
Thank
man.
you very much.
Man.
All you have to do is stay, committed, just take